Hello everyone, my name is Daleemac and in this video I will show you all old clan weapons which I upgraded to mythical. I spent like 20,000 of gems and I hope this deserves your like, and it will be interesting for you to see how powerful or not powerful these weapons became. Let's start. And we will start with Black Mamba and just look at its appearance. Yes, this weapon is old, but it still looks amazing. The fire rate isn't high and the damage isn't high, but in my opinion it would be better if this weapon had better fire rate, not the damage. And also from this weapon you're waiting super accuracy thing because it has silencer, because silencer is like plus 100 to accuracy, you know. I think this weapon deserves a little fire rate buff and maybe accuracy buff, but that's only because of the silencer. Not that bad weapon, but still far from top. It would be better if I played with drum gadget, which increases your damage for 20%, but not this time. Hope you understood my opinion. Coming to the Enos layer. This shotgun can deal normal damage only in the super close range, so there are lots of the shotguns which are better, of course. And if you want, for example, a spas type shotgun, take a look at the Christmas shotgun. Its name in the game is Christmas Destroyer and it deals much more damage. But this one is still playable because shotguns in Pixel Gun 3D are very universal, very easy to use, so this one isn't that bad. But I still don't recommend you to play with it because there are lots of shotguns better than this one. The next weapon is Veteran. Veteran is probably the hardest weapon from all the weapons I tested. Harder only Paintball Sniper Rifle, but about it we will talk later. What about Veteran? Very hard to kill, very hard to aim because of the low fire rate. The damage is not that bad, but still it would be better if it would be better. The appearance of this weapon feels unique, and the thing is that this weapon has bad accuracy, but it gets even worse when you realize that psychologically it's really harder to aim because of the low fire rate. If I played with auto aim feature, I think I could get much more frags, so we have what we have. You can see by your own eyes how many shots I failed. From the good side, it has very big capacity, and because of the low fire rate, this 50 ammo is just a lot for this weapon, so the weapon is very controversial. Warmaster. The damage of this weapon is even lower than the damage of the previous weapon, but this weapon has much better accuracy, you can see it, and it's really more comfortable to play with it. Capacity is normal because 30 ammo for the weapon with low fire rate is normal, and the reloading it's very long as for me. Just a primary weapon, nothing interesting in it. Okay, this time we have something really interesting, and this is Frozen Dragon. And why is this interesting for me? Because there is a little chance that it will be remade in the next update. Why do I think so? Because developers made a post with the poll, and there you could vote for the weapon which you want to be redesigned in the next update. And in my opinion it needs to be redesigned because we just have a similar dragon, but not frozen. As the weapon right now at close ranges it's really great. It's I can even advise you to get it from your gallery for 500 coupons, if you can still get this weapon for coupons. I honestly don't know. Of course, using this weapon as the main weapon isn't that smart idea because it's good only at the close range, because it's working only at the close range, but still it's very good weapon. And this weapon becomes even stronger when you realize that this weapon also slows your target, so when you started freezing your enemy, there is not big chance that he will escape. I think you understood my opinion. I really like this weapon. Mountain Wolf has the same problem which has Dino Slayer. There is Desert Eagle, which is better than this one if in terms of damage, but this weapon is still good. It's really good at Mythical, but there is no sense in upgrading this weapon to Mythical because you can upgrade to Mythical your Desert Eagle and it will be much better. So the fire rate of this weapon is not bad, the reloading is pretty long and the damage is normal. Special Agent, it has Silencer, which actually does give you plus 100 to accuracy, and it really does. As you can see, the pistol is accurate. It has Poison Effect, it's very weak but still it exists, and the damage is just normal, reloading normal, accuracy good, just an average pistol. Neon Fighter is something interesting in my opinion. Its fire rate is extremely high, but the accuracy, the damage are not so good. The damage is just average, but the accuracy, first of all, my accuracy, my aim is bad, and it was very hard to play with that, and the accuracy of the weapon itself is not that good. If for some reason you want to play with this weapon because it looks interesting, it's not that special, but it's still interesting, I advise you to buy Leader Drum's gadget, and it will increase your damage, and that will be really good for this weapon. Prototype S is just a prototype. If you think so, you're not right, because Prototype S is really different. It has different animations, different fire rate. Yes, if you look at the stats, they will have the same stats with the prototype, but believe me, they are different. Simple Prototype has, first of all, different animations, as I already said, faster fire rate and bigger damage, but this prototype is not that bad. Of course, I don't recommend to upgrade this one to Mythical because you can upgrade just another prototype, but if you have an ability to buy the sniper rifle for 500 tickets, it's not that bad deal, you know, maybe not the best one, but definitely not the worst. It's just default laser type, sniper rifle and pixel gun 3D. It's very boring for me, but if you're a novice player, again, it will be good for you. Flag Keeper. Describing this weapon, I can say that it has very long reloading. Personally, for me, it has uncomfortable fire rate. Maybe for someone it will be comfortable, and the damage of it is not that bad actually. Electrosphere has amazing appearance and the damage of it is good. This is area damage melee weapon, and if you know how the area damage melee weapon works, because area damage on the melee weapons works in different way, you will not have any problems with this weapon. For those who don't know, with the area damage melee weapons you need to be first of all close to your enemy, you need to aim at him, and only then you will get normal damage, because for example if your enemy will be behind you, you will deal some damage but it will not be high. Personally, I like this weapon. Of course there are tons of melee weapons which will be better than this one, but I still love this one for appearance. Void Ray Rifle gives me just old PG 3D vibes, especially because I was playing on the Heaven map. It is one of the iconic PG 3D maps, and maybe because of my enemies playing with the snowball, but not the common snowball upgraded to mythical, so this guy is also bored of the new weapons and decided to try something old. I can't give an objective assessment of this weapon after such a match, so I can only definitely say that it is at least playable. And I'm thankful for this weapon for an ability to feel that old vibes again. Leader Sword has good damage, has very fast fire rate, but that is not an advantage of this weapon. Moreover, it is the disadvantage of this weapon, because nowadays melee weapons have very high damage and low fire rate, so the enemy just came to you, giving you one hit, and then came back, and you need to be near him to release all your hits, and that is harder than just hit one time and then go back. As for so old weapon, this one is good. In my personal opinion, Paintball Rifle definitely deserves damage buff, because now it's 3 hits, but 3 hits is a lot for this weapon. But still, it is very beautiful. From the disadvantages, it's long reloading and 9 ammo capacity. It's not that good, because when we have a sniper rifle which kills with 3 hits, that is not okay. If this sniper rifle could kill with 2 hits, that would be normal capacity, but right now it's not normal. Also, as I understood, this weapon hasn't headshot damage multiplier. Maybe if developers added only headshot damage multiplier, it could become 2 hits, and then lots of the disadvantages of this weapon will just disappear, and that will be good. So yes, I'm just waiting for this weapon to be slightly buffed, because I really liked its appearance. I really like the splashes of I just like this. Hurricane, if you will not compare it to other heavy weapons, it's not that bad. It actually has good damage, but the problem is that it has very long reloading, but it has very fast rockets, but they are pretty inaccurate. But come on, this is heavy weapon. But it has the same problem with the Dino Slayer and Mountain Wolf. The problem is that there is Armageddon in Pixel Gun 3D, which is just the same weapon but with higher damage. So if you want this thing, better take Armageddon and upgrade it to Mythical if you want so. The good thing is that developers right now are redesigning some old weapons which have their own analogs, which means that the weapons I named in this video can also be redesigned, and I hope that in future updates these things will be changed. But still, Hurricane is not a bad weapon, it's more than playable, and it's even good. Frankly speaking, there is nothing to say about Cheap Sword. It's just the same Toledo Sword but with lower damage and one useless mechanic. So we're just coming to the next weapon, which is more interesting. Soulstone is the legend of Pixel Gun 3D. There was Ghost Lantern before. They're just the same. Yes, Ghost Lantern has more damage, but believe me, this thing upgraded to legendary will one-shot anybody in any armor with any models. It just doesn't matter. And yes, walls are also not problem. The only and the main problems this weapon has is, first of all, very slow rocket. Of course it compensates with the high damage, but there are only 2 mobs for these weapons. It's Pool Party and Silent School, and Biohazard may be from one of the new updates. That is one of those weapons I recommend you to upgrade to Mythical if you are bored from Pixel Gun 3D and you want to try something new. This weapon will give you something new. Vampire Hunter has uncomfortable fire rate, that's why it's very hard to use it. Not big damage, just a Flag Keeper type of weapon, but this one has cool sounds. It also has long reloading, extremely long reloading, but every shot you hit with this weapon is very pleasantly. Although the weapon is weak, it was nice to play with it. Combat Apple, it's very hard to play with it, not my opinion, it's an objective fact, because it's very hard to aim with the weapon with looping shot, especially when you need to hit your enemy 3 times with it, especially when you have only 9 ammo in stock. Of course my results could be better if I played on the Pool Party, but believe me, it will be not big difference. There is also this weapon, so there is a chance that this one will be redesigned, and I hope it will be in the future versions of the game. From the good things, its appearance, when the apple hits your enemy, it's like blowing up, and that looks amazing. And in conclusion, I want to say thanks for you for watching this video. Press like button, subscribe on my channel, and write your comments what do you think about this.